BYD made a potentially groundbreaking announcement, claiming it can charge an electric vehicle almost as quickly as it takes to fill a gas car. The future is all about electric vehicles, and right now, Tesla's zooming ahead, leading the pack. But hold up. There's a big player from China quietly making moves behind the scenes, and it's got Elon Musk sweating a little. BYD's SuperDM, dual-mode, plug-in hybrid tech is a big deal. It's shaking things up with amazing efficiency and power that's setting the bar high for everyone else. At the heart of it is the Xiaoyun 1.5-liter engine, a little beast that runs at an incredible 43.04% thermal efficiency. That's a fancy way of saying it squeezes more energy out of every drop of fuel than most hybrid engines out there, leaving them in the dust. What does that mean for you? Better gas mileage and fewer emissions. Perfect for anyone who wants to drive green without breaking a sweat. But it's not just about safety. The Blade battery also brings more efficiency and staying power. It uses lithium iron phosphate, LFP chemistry, which is rock-solid stable and lasts a lot longer. While other batteries might wear out after lots of charging, this one keeps going strong, giving you more bang for your buck over time. It's like the superhero of EV batteries. Safe, efficient, and built to last. It's not just safe, it's also super smart. The way it's built lets it pack more power into less space, so BYD's electric vehicles can go farther without needing huge, bulky batteries. In China, BYD's strength is giving Tesla stiff competition. With BYD's foray into Southeast Asia, Latin America, and even Europe, Tesla's previously secure grasp on the market is quickly disintegrating. Furthermore, BYD's diversification into commercial electric vehicles like buses and trucks also augments revenue, a pursuit Tesla has yet to venture into. From recent developments, it seems it will never simply be BYD versus Tesla. Instead, a continuous buzzing competition lies ahead. The probable outcome will determine which company emerges as the market leader in the next few years. While Tesla and BYD battle for EV supremacy, one of them is quietly making moves that could shake up the global market in ways no one saw coming. Let's talk about how BYD is taking over the world and even making waves in the US. They're going all out, pouring money into factories, research, and sales all over the globe. One of their biggest splashes? A $250 million bet on North America, where they set up a slick electric bus and truck factory in Lancaster, California. This place is pumping out battery-powered buses and trucks for cities, delivery companies, and transit systems across the US and Canada. With over 700 already sold, BYD's a major force helping North America switch to cleaner rides. But they're not stopping at buses and trucks. BYD's creeping into the US passenger car scene too, even with tricky tariffs and trade rules slowing them down. Unlike Tesla and other homegrown EV makers, BYD is playing it cool, starting with their rock-solid commercial vehicles to win folks over. Now, with their awesome battery tech and budget-friendly prices, BYD is gearing up to bring their electric cars to American drivers. If they pull it off, watch out. They could shake up the US EV market big time, pushing rivals to slash prices and step up their game fast. BYD's hitting some roadblocks with American and European trade rules aimed at Chinese EV makers. In Europe, they slapped a 17% tax on BYD's electric cars to slow down the flood of affordable Chinese rides that local companies say have an unfair edge. Over in the US, tough government rules have pretty much locked BYD out of selling directly to American buyers. But BYD's not giving up. They're cooking up clever ways around this. Word on the street is, they might start building cars right in places like Europe or Mexico. That way they could sneak their EVs into the US without getting hit by those hefty import fees. As BYD spreads its wings, their game plan is a winning mix killer prices, top-notch tech, and setting up shop locally. It's working wonders in China, Latin America, and chunks of Europe, showing they can roll with the punches and fit what customers want. With more people clamoring for electric cars, BYD's knack for ramping up production, cracking new markets, and dodging trade hurdles is letting them take on Western giants right in their own backyards. If they keep bending without breaking under all this global pressure, BYD could zoom to the top of the EV world. China's already the big boss in the electric vehicle EV world, and BYD's leading the charge. Their CEO, Wang Chuanfu, isn't shy about it either. He says China's EV game is 3 to 5 years ahead of everyone else, thanks to their head start in battery tech, homegrown supply chains, and government support. That's turbocharging companies like BYD to rule the globe. China's so far ahead that in 2023 they zoomed past Japan to become the world's top car exporter. That's because folks everywhere, Europe, Southeast Asia, South America, can't get enough of Chinese EVs. While old-school car makers are still figuring out how to ditch gas engines, BYD and other Chinese brands have been all about EVs from the jump, giving them a huge edge in battery power, driving range, and keeping prices low. China's government is all in too, pushing hard with subsidies, tax breaks, EV sales quotas, and tons of charging stations to make going electric a no-brainer. Meanwhile, places like the US and Europe are dragging their feet with spotty rules and not enough chargers, slowing things down. Thanks to their massive scale, Chinese companies like BYD can build top-notch EVs for way less than Western brands, making them a steal for buyers worldwide. Sure, trade barriers and tariffs from the US and Europe are trying to slam the brakes, but BYD's too smart for that. They're setting up factories in other countries to dodge the fees. BYD, a big name in electric vehicles, is zooming up the ranks and making people wonder, will it rule the EV industry? This Chinese company has some clever tricks up its sleeve. It makes its own special Blade battery, which keeps costs low and cars safe. Plus, it builds almost everything itself so it doesn't have to wait on others for parts. That means BYD can sell its EVs for way less than many competitors, all while keeping quality high. With China leading the EV game, BYD is selling tons of cars and spreading fast across the globe. But hold on. The old-school car giants like Volkswagen, General Motors, and Toyota aren't just watching from the sidelines. They're pouring billions into building their own electric cars and teaming up with battery experts to catch up. These brands are super well known, especially in places like the US and Europe, and they've got loyal fans. The problem? They're still dealing with pricey production battery shortages and supply headaches, stuff BYD has already figured out. The big question is, can these classic car makers crank out affordable EVs fast enough to keep up with BYD's low prices and speedy growth? One big reason BYD could lead the electric vehicle, EV pack, is that it controls almost everything itself, from batteries to chips to building the cars. BYD doesn't rely on shaky outside suppliers. That's a superpower compared to others like Tesla, which depends on multiple battery makers or old-school car companies that buy from big names like KTL or LG. Those guys can get stuck with delays or price swings, while BYD keeps things steady and affordable. That freedom lets BYD pump out cars fast and push into places like Asia, Europe, and Latin America with ease. BYD might just rewrite how the car world works, but it's not a done deal yet. There are some roadblocks, like tricky politics, trade rules, or even Western buyers who aren't sure about a Chinese brand. Meanwhile, the big-name automakers aren't going down without a fight. They've got loyal customers, strong dealerships, and lots of influence in places like the US and Europe. So, what's the bottom line? BYD's got a real shot at being the EV king. If it can dodge those hurdles, keep growing fast, and stay ahead with cool new ideas, it's got the tools to take the top spot. But ruling the whole industry? That's still up in the air in this wild, fast-changing race. Thanks for watching, everyone. So what do you think? Will BYD zoom to the top of the electric car world? Or will the big-name automakers fight back and hold their ground? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this electrifying race. See you in the next video. Stay charged.